In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a colored outline and animate your subtitles, kind of like what you see on the screen right now for your TikTok and YouTube short videos. So I have my video cut up and I'm going to rewatch it just to make sure everything is cut correctly. So this is just a clip from me playing Call of Duty Ranked, and I ended up predicting where the enemy's going to be
Let's see if I
and
can
wall
bang
banging
this guy
them.
again.
Oh! And as you can see, I sniped him through the wall. Yo! So I ended up thinking he was going to be trying to push that way. So, as you can see, I ended up saying a few words here and there, and I want to add subtitles to this video. So we're going to go up to Effects on DaVinci Resolve, go all the way to Titles, and then make sure it's Text Plus. This is a different feature other than just regular text where you can actually add an outline to the text. So we're going to click and drag it onto the timeline, and then move it all the way over to the left-hand side of the timeline at the very beginning. And then at the end of the text form, you're going to see these two weird bars with the arrows. Click and drag it to the very ending of the video. Now, I'm going to zoom in all the way to the video, or the short, so you can see what's happening when I'm editing this text form. So we're going to go up to Title. This is where you're going to add the text at. Text box. This is all customizable. You can type whatever you want in here. And then the color, you can adjust the color of the text. But in order to add a outline around here, you want to go up to Shading and then click the Select Element, click on the drop-down menu, and then enable the shading element number 2. And then the color right here, the red color, I usually go black with my outlines on a text form. And then we're going to zoom in all the way on the thickness. But I usually go a little bit more, so we're going to do 0.2. As you can see, the outline of the text has been a lot thicker than 0.1. I like that kind of more than just a regular 0.1 thickness. So we're going to go back up to text, click text. So we're going to start adding our words. So as you can see, the very first word was let's. So we're going to do let's, and then we're going to add a different type of font because that kind of looks basic. So I usually go with my, I don't even know how to pronounce that. This font right here I downloaded from a website called dafont.com. And then we're going to zoom out a little bit so we can see where the font's going to be. So I want to adjust the font up underneath the webcam right here. So we're going to go up to Settings and then the Y-axis. I want to click and drag it all the way to the right to adjust it up and down. And then I like that right there. So I'm going to zoom back in, go back up to Titles. And then at the very bottom of the timeline, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. So this is where I end up rewatching the video and see where I actually start talking. And as you can see, I said let's right here, and I pay attention to the audio bar right here. So every waveform is a different word. So this is a key factor in adding subtitles because you can tell where a new word starts. So right here, I said let's. So I'm going to put the cursor right there and then click B on the keyboard and it'll bring up my blade tool. So I'm going to make a cut right there. And then click A again to the arrow tool, select the first half of the text, and then click Control X to delete that because we don't need it because I didn't say anything. So now I'm going to zoom in more. And now I'm going to start adding the subtitles to it. So this is where it gets kind of time consuming. But I'm going to keep rewatching the video and see where every word starts just to pay attention on the text audio or the waveform down here. Let's see if said let's right there. So I'm going to keep clicking B, cut it, A, back to the arrow tool, and then click the new cut. Go back up to the text form. I said let's see, so I'm going to type out C. See if I said if right here, B, cut it, A, arrow tool, select the new cut. I said if, let's see if, back to the timeline. See if I can. I said I right there, B, cut it, A, select, if I can, B, cut, A, select, I can. I can wall. Wall. Bang this. Bang this. Bang. Bang this guy. This. Bang this guy. Again. 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 And as you can see, I don't say anything right here. So I'm going to select this right here and Control X to delete it. Since it's an empty audio area, I don't say anything. And now back it down to the waveform. You see I said something right here. Oh! Which is just a reaction to my snipe. So I'm going to go type O. Oh! Oh! At the end, B, cut it. I don't say anything right here, so I'm going to cut that out. Oh! Yo! And now I'm going to rewatch this short just to make sure if the subtitles match up correctly. Yeah, let's see if I can wall bang this guy again. Oh! Oh! Yo! So I like how it is, but now we're going to add some keyframes and animate the text just a little bit so every word pops in to the screen. So we're going to zoom into the timeline all the way, move over where the text is, and in order to add keyframes to make it pop in, we want to go up to Settings, click on the first word, which is let's. So we actually wanted to zoom in to this number right here. So in order to do that, we want to get rid of this number. So we're going to go make sure it's all the way at the beginning of each word. We're going to click and drag the zoom all the way to 0. And you want to make sure you remember how zoomed in it was. So it was actually at 1.0, which is easy to remember. So now once it's at 0, we're going to add a keyframe, and then we're going to push the left or right directional button. So in this case, I'm going to push the right directional button on the keyboard 2 times, and then add another keyframe. And then we're going to do 1.0, because that was the original zoom in number. And then we're going to repeat the process on the next word. So I'm going to zoom out, add a keyframe, move over 2 frames, add another keyframe, 1.0, add another one. I'm going to zoom out, add a keyframe, 1.0. Add another word, zoom out, add a keyframe, tab over twice, add a keyframe, 1.0. Next word, zoom out, add a keyframe, move over twice, add a keyframe, 1.0. Zoom out, add a keyframe, move over twice, add another keyframe, and then 1.0. Zoom out, add a keyframe, 1.0. Zoom out. And now once I added all the keyframes to each word, we're going to rewatch it just to make sure it looks correct. Right, let's see if I can wall bang this guy again. Oh! Oh! Yo! So to explain keyframing a little bit more in depth, you're going to have your subtitles, and then at the very beginning, you want to make sure the text is set to 0, and then add your first keyframe. And then you're going to scroll over a few frames, add your second keyframe, and then adjust the size of the text. So that's how you add outline and animate your subtitles. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and have a great day.